have to figure out how to do speaker view, but I just want to say that in a time where it's been a teeny bit difficult, there have been a lot of things, we've been dealing with a lot of things. I don't think I have to explain all the things, but we've been dealing with some stuff, and I just cannot believe how these people have risen above everything, and they just put their heads down and made a decision. And I don't know if it was South Africa. I don't know if someone lit a fire under their butts. I don't know, but these people they are so hardworking. They're authentic. They care deeply, deeply, deeply for their team. They are supporters. They are experienced, been with another company 25 years. And it's been 6 years that Bob and April have been here at LifeVantage, and they've worked so hard, and they kind of got a break. When you have someone like, for me, it was Tara and Rachel that busted into this company, Michelle and Sean Poe, Carrie Williams, Therese Matthews, Sherry Glass. I've been so incredibly lucky. And the harder you work, the luckier you are. And the longer you stick around this profession, the luckier you are. But Bob and April really, really have a new running team they're very excited about. And they were able, at first of the year with BOGO, with 20% discount, with all the coupons and everything that was offered, they were still able to grow this last month and hit the rank of EC1 in their second business center. So they are executives times two. I'm super, super proud of them. And Bob and April, anytime I do something like this, absolutely it's for you. And it's also for everyone else to learn, what is it that you're doing? What can you throw down that might inspire us this February 1st? Here it's torrential rain. And I just would love to hear from both of you. And so grateful that you said yes to LifeVantage. And I hope that you're unmuted. If not, somebody help me. Welcome and congratulations. Woo-hoo-hoo! Bob and April
Thank
Wagner.
you. Can you hear us okay?
Yes, we hear
Okay.
you.
We'd love to share a little bit, and maybe everybody can get a little nugget, from it. We knew go back to when Evolve started, in March, our second business was right around 50,000, back in March. So we had a goal, to hit by the end of the year, and we didn't get it. We didn't reach it. We ended up, I don't know, 68, 69, something like that. And, and that was with the BOGOs. That was with the coupons. And it was like, man, we're still, 11 away, but you know what? We really focused in January. One of our lines, many of you met Kenneth. Actually, Kenneth's on here. He's got the hat on.
Kenneth!
He's a very, very good friend. He spent probably 4 or 5 years with us in the old company too. But Kenneth likes to experiment with new stuff. He's an owner of Orange Fitness Theories and stuff. And so anyway, we strategized back and forth. But the long and short of it, he had a goal to really start moving faster. He ended up enrolling a guy that had a Vietnamese businessman that had experience in another company. That had never happened to either of us in our career. In 30 years, we never got somebody that was in another company, that came over. And long and short of it, we enrolled, it was close to 130 people in that company. Kenneth and his new guy, Liam, enrolled like 30 people in 3 weeks. Half of them were consultants. And it just gave it the juice to move. And, going back, Kenneth just missed the 40,000 mark. He'll hit that this month. Wow. So obviously he's our biggest leg in that business. But, Carrie, you said it earlier. If you just keep working, something good will happen, and we've gone through the 25 years in our other business. Every, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years, you had to reinvent yourself. You just couldn't keep doing the same old thing, and no industry can you do that. And network marketing is no different. And LifeVantage needed a major change. And we didn't know it when we got here, but we figured it out pretty quick after we got here that there were some adjustments that would really be helpful. But then COVID came. You know, we had 2 years in and COVID came, and, you know, for whatever amount of time you want to say that lasted, but I'm telling you, we feel really good about moving forward. And I know April's got a bunch to say, but for everybody on, change is inevitable and you need to embrace it. Okay, welcome it. You need to welcome it. We can't stay the same. Okay, you go backwards when you stay the same. You cannot stay the same. And we're going to get to talk to you a little bit about that in Nashville. We've been asked to speak, you know, in Nashville, and we're going to get a chance to inspire you and share some things with you. And we're allowed to tease you, but we can't tell you what we're doing. So we're teasing right now. Okay. But
you know what, Bob, real quick, I want to say we had a goal and we didn't reach it. We had a goal and we didn't reach it. How many times have you had a goal and you didn't reach it and you felt like a failure and you stopped?
More times than not.
Yes.
More times than not.
Yes. And it's mortifying. You think this is going to be the month. We're going to do it for sure. You feel stuck. People say, I've been stuck at this rank and stuck at that rank. But what I love what you just said, we had a goal. We didn't reach it, but we didn't stop. And then maybe somebody can help me mute some people, but also reinventing yourself and being willing to change. Like this technology thing scares the living daylights out of me. So what did I do? I started November 1 doing 3 a day. And I mean, the first one, oh my gosh, my poor team, they're like, this girl is mental. She is not even fit to do this. I mean, we had a little glitch and it went on for 10 minutes. And you know what? I lived through it. And today I've had a glitch and I'm living through it. I'm mortified that I can't get that right after all this time. But you know what? I'll live through it. So I really appreciate you cannot stay the same. You have to change. You have to evolve. We have to embrace change. And I have a vision of like a cement slab. And have you ever seen that picture of a cement slab? And then there's a little plant that somehow gets through that cement slab, that little tiny plant that makes it through when everybody else didn't. I feel like that's you guys. So it's
Go ahead, April.
a challenge. It's a challenge. And I'm so grateful. And I love that you're teasing what you're going to help. I was going to say, are you going to drop any nuggets? But you're not, because you're saving it all for Nashville. So yeah. April, tell us, I love listening to you and your cute accent. This girl is no joke. She's raised boys. She's tough as nails and has a heart bigger than all outdoors. Love you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Love you. Yeah. You know, our team will be able to relate this. Those that are on though, you know, I always say you have to have the numbers. You know, we continue to recruit, we continue to recruit, and you just can't, you know, Kenneth's, you know, new line is just proof that, you know, that third level is you've got enough people and some magic starts to happen. And, you know, maybe we were really lucky with the promo because that particular company is all new people. It's just, we probably didn't start building it till 2 years ago. So, you know, when we started building it, those sales weren't necessarily particularly the buy one, get one. And this is kind of a lesson for the newer people because we focus so much on collagen and Protandem. Look at our presentations, that when the skincare came down, a lot of them were like, skincare, you got skincare? Didn't know you had skincare, you know? So it's like, so maybe that was
so
really
the old, not, and I don't mean older as in
yeah,
age, but the people that joined 6 years ago, 5 years ago, they took advantage of it. But the people joined 2 years or less, they didn't even know what we were talking about.
Right.
April Wagner, look at her skin. Look at the two of you. You don't even look like you looked when I saw you a few years ago in Utah at the, what was the event? Nettles, that, you know, your event, Palka's.
Oh, was it?
The Vision Summit.
Summit. You don't even look like the same people. And these two are pickleball champions, almost champions as well.
No, silver medal. Our goal is gold.
Yeah,
the goal is gold. They've gotten silver. They're playing pickleball. They're finding so many people to talk to in pickleball, because these are people that want to stay young, that want to stay vibrant, that want to move their bodies. And April and Bob, you look so great. Someone wrote in the chat, bloom where you are planted. I have that in my trailer, in our trailer out at Ocotillo Wells, bloom where you are planted. And my mom always has said that she's a bloom where she's planted kind of girl. And I love what you guys said, enough people for the magic to happen. You have to have enough people for the magic to happen. And I used to say every day when I laid down at night, when I was building this hardcore in the beginning, I said, if anybody did 1% of what I did today, I'm going to be rich and help a ton of people. I'm not kidding. I worked
Carrie,
myself silly.
Here's the, for everyone, here's a nugget for you that, Sean Poe posted something earlier this week, and I've heard Brandon say it in the past, and many of you probably said something similar. But the most important message that we learned in our first company, we weren't allowed to do networking events. The owners would really punish people that went outside their loop. We had to and we were making a lot of money, so we just weren't willing to rock the boat. So we lived with it. So we never did any networking events, none of the Worry stuff or Higdon, any of it. We weren't allowed to do it, or we'd get beat up from the front of the room,
We were always in enough trouble.
Yeah, and we were always in enough trouble. We didn't need more. But
hey, if you're not in trouble, you're not going big enough.
Yeah, well, you were there.
That's right. If you're not in trouble, you're not going big enough,
You know who told me that? Grant Cardone. If you don't have haters, you're not going big.
The lesson we learned, and like I said, Sean posted something about it. If you're not nervous and uncomfortable, if you're not waking up in the middle of the night, if you have to learn to embrace uncomfortableness. Okay. That means you're getting close to what they call that sweet spot, that main spot. And here's the lesson, folks. That's when the good stuff happens, and you got to program yourself. Okay. That when you start to feel that way, something good is about to happen, but you got to find a reason to do it. What's on your mind there, you got to figure a way to do it and not do it. Okay. And that's when things happen. And what I did, everyone's got their own way of doing it, and April has her own thing, but I when that feeling comes where I get uncomfortable, I pinch myself to remind myself, hey, something good's getting ready to happen. Get off your freaking butt and do it.
I love you. And I want to hear from Dondi and Marcy Nettles. They know you well. Sean Poe's on. I would love to hear from Sean. I would love to hear from Marcy Steiner. She was very excited to celebrate you. So let's those three, Dondi, Marcy, Sean, Marcy, and we'll go from there.
Oh my gosh, what an honor to be on here to celebrate these two, because we know their hearts.
Yes.
And by the way, guys, they've had lots of struggles too, and yet nobody around them would know that except for their close inner circle, right? They are such tremendous leaders in the way that they portray who they are, and the belief, first of all, in themselves, in this company, in these products, and specifically their team. Oh my gosh, they are a lover of their team, and they are just such an inspiration to me personally, but I know to both of us. But we absolutely love them. We know the challenges, and yet you are so triumphant. I mean, so triumphant. It brings tears to my eyes right now, just knowing some of the things, and yet seeing you here today and having so many people celebrate you the way that we're celebrating you. It is so well deserved. We just love you so much. So congratulations. So happy for you.
Seriously. And there's something I just want to personally thank you guys for. One, your transparency, and two, it's just for I have memories that I will cherish forever about our times in the hot tub in Croatia. When you can get with a group of people, dear people, and get as close to being in your birthday suit and staying legal, and then just sharing your hearts and being transparent and sharing vision, it's like a tattoo on my heart. And I just want to thank you guys so much for how much you poured into us, how much you've shared what's working for you, and leading by example. You guys are a tremendous class act. We love you dearly. We're so excited for your and cheering you on in your success. And you guys are just the epitome of leaders, and we love you very much. Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, just so you know, this is just a recognition for what your volume is saying. We know that you are those presidentials. We look at you as
Oh, yeah.
being those very top
Yes.
leaders in this company. So thank you so much for who you are and what you do for everyone.
You
Love
two
You
are
know,
so
ditto, guys. We
beautiful.
love you
Aren't they
too.
gorgeous? You two are these two lovers and these two lovers. You are the cutest couples ever.
Thank you. We agree.
You're so cute.
John D. Nettles is a chiropractor, I think.
Oh, hi.
Go ahead, Bob and April. Sorry, and let's mute Darcy if you don't mind, sweet girl. Bob and April, do you want to respond to those two sweet people?
Just as Patrick Swayze would say, ditto. It,
Well, we're
right,
so-
right back at
Yeah,
you,
we're
you
just so
know.
blessed we got to know you
Yeah.
guys. We are really blessed for the time. Our
That day
memories
on
are
the
really-
Adriatic,
Yeah.
on the boat, touring at the end of the Croatia trip, that day is one of the best days of our
It
lives.
definitely is something we didn't have in our first company, and we cherish all these special friendships. Really, we do treasure them because you're exactly where we are. We're all running together. And we love that this company shares with all of them. And we were all pitted against one another in our first company. So it was competitive, but it was rough at times.
Oh,
and
it was a
just loved
freaking
everybody.
bloodbath most of the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Champo, are you there?
What's
Are you
up?
still there?
Congratulations, Bobby and April. I am super happy for you guys. I'll never forget the first time that Michelle and I got to meet you. We were standing outside of getting checked in for massages at one of the resorts. I think it was the first trip you guys were
Sauna and
on.
massages.
Yeah. And so we're standing there, and we hadn't met before, but I'll never forget that moment. Your guys' authenticity and just love for other people, your dedication. We look at you guys not only as friends in this business, but also mentors of ours. You do it right. You're loyal, you're dedicated, you challenge things that you don't feel are right. And I respect that so much of you guys. We've had several different conversations over the last couple of years of how we improve the company and everything that we're doing. It's not about Bobby and April, it's about LifeVantage and making people better versions of themselves. And you guys are the epitome of that. So Michelle and I were just super proud of you. Love you guys. We can't wait to get this rolling. And I better be invited to the hot tub party in Punta Cana.
Me too. Awesome. Hey, are you out there, Marcy Steiner?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Bob and April, my heart is like, I literally am crying. I literally have had a drip like coming down my eye. I'm so proud of you. I'm so grateful for you. I love you both so freaking much. You are the real deal. You are the real deal. There's nothing that's not real about you. You have earned your leadership. You have earned these results by every action that you take. You're so intentional. You're so steadfast. You are leaders to be followed. And I'm just literally, there are no words. When I saw you, and I mean, we have incredible leadership in LifeVantage. When you guys came here, I was like, thank the Lord. Like, seriously, these guys are the real deal. And there's how you show up is a benefit to all of our businesses. So thank you for your generosity of spirit. Thank you for always giving, just giving and giving and giving. And I just hope that today and from going into Nashville that you can get your cup filled with all the appreciation and all the celebration for all those little decisions, because this is a business that happens up here. The system is so simple. The hard work is in between the ears. It's in the head. And what you just shared about like your little tip right there about what you say to yourself, what you do, you pinch yourself, it's non-negotiable. This is not easy. We have to keep deciding to keep going and going and going. We have to come up with the non-negotiables, and you've done it. You've done it right across the executive line. And I've been there. I had the beautiful experience of that next rate, amazing leader that you don't even know is going to show up, showing up, and then you see your back office start to explode, and it's not linear growth anymore. It's not like, oh, look at this one and look at that one and look at this next one. Like I'll never forget sitting next to like one of my leaders on a bus at an executive retreat and watching her business bubble over with, 100, like you refresh your screen and like, oh my God, how did 10,000 more get there? How did 100,000 more get there? How did 300,000 more get into this business in just like an hour? Okay, it's not, you can't explain it, but you earned it. You earned it because you kept going every little decision. And thank you for being you. And thank you for everything that you've done for us. Congratulations. We love you.
Oh, I have no words.
I do. I love what you said. I absolutely,
do.
we say it again and again, and there are people that, and Kenneth was, he worked hard, he recruited, but the duplication was tough to come. And then all of a sudden, boom, got like a lot of it, so people just need to stay there and keep recruiting until you get the right person. Cause you can remind them of the numbers, but once they can feel it, now it's contagious and you want to do it again and again. You're always looking for that right person, but until they get that first taste, it can be hard, and you just have to keep encouraging them.
I want to say really quickly that when Pam Gordon came into my business, way back when, and when Marcy Steiner came into my business, I had those beautiful, beautiful things happen. I've been so blessed over and over and over again. And I'm so grateful that you guys are experiencing that. And I know, I was listening to Marcy going, wow, yes, I know that. Who else out there? I don't know who all your relationships are with. I don't want to call on anybody that I'd love for someone to shout out if they would love to say something to you.
And by the way, your mother-in-law with 29-year-old lungs.
Oh my goodness.
Double lung transplant. Thank you, LifeVantage. Bob, I wanted to say one thing, and April, I love you guys. Ultimate respect for everybody on this call, but you hit me in the soul when you said about being uncomfortable. A lot of us grow up where we don't have the money that we get to make and the opportunity that we have with LifeVantage. The more we give, the more we can get. But I still sometimes, my dad would have been 89 today, his birthday. So it's really been a powerful day for me. But you hit me in the gut so hard when you said to be uncomfortable. And what you said, what was so important, and I want everybody to resonate that, because a lot of people, when you get uncomfortable, you stop in your tracks and you move back. That's where Chuck Yeager, to break the sound barrier, instead of backing off, he bolted through. And that's exactly where I feel. And I'm in breaking of tears of just happiness and scared, and know that fear, false evidence appearing real, is pushing me forward, because I look at little mouths that I have to feed every day. But when you said one way or the other, you gotta move forward when you feel that fear and that frustration or that setback, because that's that leap forward, like you said, Bob, that shoots you forward even more. So something's good gonna happen. And you put tears in my eyes when you said that. I just had to say it. It was so powerful. Thank you guys so much. And thank you, LifeVantage. Thank you for Carrie for doing all that. And Carrie, you've just created those videos to be so powerful. And now people have so many tools that they can use. Thank you so much for doing that. I'm out.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mikey. Thank you for Bob.
I got one thing, Carrie, and most of us on here are faith-filled people. And I know you, so I know that. And we all pray every day for God to put people in our path. Okay, we all do that. But nobody says that the path is supposed to be easy. Nobody says that it wasn't supposed to be rough or tough. We're just praying for the right people to be in our path. What if you don't go through it and the right person wasn't your path and you miss? And that scares me more. And I mean, I'm so proud of April. If you knew her back in high school and junior high and just the way she's plowed through and just become a force, it's just mind-boggling. But the uncomfortableness that she went through, and still she's like we're going to do this. I mean, she dragged me out to a freaking networking thing last night. I'm walking in to Arthur Murray. And I'm like, she freaking tricked me. She told me it was a networking meeting and it's a freaking dance lesson. Okay. You know what? It was a networking meeting, but because they were hosting, they did a free dance thing so they could give you coupons to come back. I'm like, this is crazy crap. You can't make this stuff up, man. It's just, Carrie, we love you and we love all of you. And we can't wait for everybody to experience a Zoom like this. This is the coolest thing that anyone has ever done for us.
Yes,
Ever.
by far.
Ever.
I'm
We
sorry
didn't
about
have
that.
it in our other business. We didn't have it. We were at odds and competed with each other like on a football field, not like this.
Yeah.
When I heard you talk the first time on stage, I was like, oh my gosh, we are the luckiest people on the planet. I mean, anytime an experienced networker can come into this company, I am just literally swinging from the chandeliers. I want to do anything I can to build them. A rising tide raises all boats. It always has, it always will. You have to get out of the fear and get out of the angst and just go with it and support. That is the best thing you can do. Cross line, up line, down line, cross company, cross everything. There are no boundaries. Just please, please, please just be it's so much easier to be a supporter than to be a fight. It's so wonderful just to be a supporter. So anyway, is there anybody else out there that Jennifer Bishop, are you dying to say something? I can feel you. Are you out there?
Carrie, it's Jill. I want to say something.
Hi, Jill Windish. Love you, Josie Jill. Woo!
So first of all, I'm heading to play pickleball right now and I'm late, but I have to get on. And I want to share, and this is truth, I'll be God's honest. When I first saw you guys on the stage, I felt this. And that's because of your past experience with other companies. You're not like that anymore. You're open books now and you've evolved. You are completely different people. Listen, you're badass New Yorkers. I got that, right? And I'm the crazy Jersey girl and we're never going to change. But I feel the whole shift in how they do business. And they came up here and told our teams, you guys have the best people. You can make the most money in the Northeast, but the people here are just closed-minded. But anyway, I'm so happy that I saw the shift in them because when I first met them, they were different. You know what I mean, guys? Because you were at odds, and that's not like that here.
We
And that's why
had to let the wall down, and it took a little
Right.
while to let it down.
And I saw it, and I'm grateful it's down because they came here. We got to know each other, and you better bring your pickleball paddles because I'm playing with you guys. You guys got to help me because you're way better than me. Way better than me. So
Jersey Jill, I got news for you. You're different too.
oh, I know.
You're
I know.
different too, sister. You are so soft compared to the way you were.
Really? Really?
Your whole countenance, your whole physicality, everything about you is different.
He was an awesome host, Carrie.
Yeah.
Awesome host. And, I mean, we felt the love from everyone in the room. They were great.
Yeah, we'll have them come back again.
Thank you, Jersey Jill. Pickleball. Hi, Jen.
Hey, okay. I'm like, I can't wait. Yes. So, I got to meet the amazing Bob and April in Cancun. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I'm like, whoa,
Years ago.
I loved your accent. And I'm like, you guys had a plan. I'm like, wow. I heard your story. But really, I think when we connected the most was when you were in Colorado. And I was going through pictures last night when Carrie was like, Jennifer, the Bob and April made. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like struggling to get one executive. I'm just like, learn. I'm like, I'm not there yet. But, it's all a learning, and I just cannot thank you guys enough for pouring into all of the Denver market. I still have the videos and the pictures from when you guys were here, and just so gracious and wonderful leaders, and then the lunch afterwards. And I have seen the difference from meeting you in Cancun as well. And knowing your story, I can see where you're guarded and worried about that, being that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Carrie, for like envisioning this and all the technology stuff. Blah.
I know. I'm just thinking of the 100 other people that should be on here hearing this. So anyway, next time will be even better. But thank you, Jennifer. Bob, April, anything you want to say?
No, thank you.
No,
Thank
just
you.
Can I
you
just say one other
are,
thing about Bob and
Oh.
April?
we are
Yeah, Marcy wants to say
I
something.
want to say one other thing because I got to travel to their market to do training, and they were amazing, gracious hosts there. One thing I really admire about you guys is that not only are you wonderful trainers and mentors, but you're also amazing students and mentees.
Yes.
You always keep yourself in a position to be open to learning and applying and seeking and curious, and you're always doing that. And I just really just wanted to point that out because you're like top of the chart when it comes to that. You're amazing mentors and you're amazing mentees.
I love it.
You're
Do me a
sweetheart.
favor,
Thank
everybody. Unmute if you're, or unmute and
Can I just say something first, Carrie? It's Fred.
Freaking Lily.
Well, yeah, so we met
Freddie
Bob
Hodgins.
in Cancun as well.
This guy
And
has been
right before
reaching out to me, trying to get to be able to have a
Hey,
conversation.
Mikey, we need to mute. Help me, host.
and
Dude, I'm sorry.
yeah, no worries, Mike. So I don't know, we've tapped into their team calls, and our team has just been blessed immensely. I went to a Higdon event in Orlando and let them know, and they drove across town and ended up being stuck in traffic for an hour and a half to take my wife and I out for dinner. And they just fed into us and have all, ever since I've met them. So they're servant leaders, and I echo what Marcy said, everything Marcy said and everyone else. So we're just grateful to call them our friends, right? So thank you guys, and congratulations, your second position at EC1, and we'll see you guys all at presidential. So thanks, Bob and April.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Unmute, wave. I'm going to take a little video. Woo, 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 woo. Bob and April. Unmute everybody. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you to
You
everybody
are
that contributed.
so special. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We love you.
Love you.
Love you
Bye
back.
bye.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Thank you guys.
Love you
Thanks
guys.
for doing this, Carrie. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
all
Carrie.
for being.
Thank you,
Nobody,
Carrie.
nobody steps up
Contribution.
and acknowledges the whole like you do. You are the bomb.com.
You know what, girl? You look so different this collagen. Like when we don't see people, I can't wait to see you in Punta Cana. Your skin is like a porcelain flippin' dolly. It's crazy. You look so good.
I'm sure. Thank you.
You
Thank
do, and the nettles, you too. I can't even
Okay.
believe your skin. I haven't seen anybody in so long.
Everyone looks great. Love to
Everyone looks
everybody.
good.
We are
Thank
blessed.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.